Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. If I was to put another RoboPort right there, that will allow all of these coming to get the copper somewhere to stop off and recharge. They are dipping over sideways over there, but another recharging point in the middle is going to help. So I want to come down and I want to get more steel. Now, steel starts to become more and more important as we work our way through this. And I don't have very much at the moment. You can see it's all being used up by these three. And the reason it's being used up by those is because it's pumping through into the blue science. Right, I'm going up into there, but I've used up all of those. I had all of those in there. Well, it's actually those and it's also the robot frames over here. So both of them are using them up. I got nearly 100 more robot frames over there. Oh, not just those. Also these up here. See? These are pumping out the steel now at a rather phenomenal rate. Everything starts to be used up. Everything starts to be used up. And we've just got to hope that we can get this right. It's all about achieving a balance at the moment. And getting that balance just right. Anyway, what was I doing? I was making another one of those. I'll make one, and I'm going to drop it down right there as soon as it's made. Here it is. Right, if I take the... Where is the RoboPort? Here it is. I'm going to put that one down on there, like that. Okay. A RoboPort right there. So they've now got a charging point that is directly in the line of flight, which speeds up the whole process a lot more. It makes it a lot better. It's a lot more streamlined. So I'll let that bit carry on down to there. If I run you down this way, how are we doing down here? I think we need to upgrade this one, like that, so we've got a stack inserter, and that's going to speed that up a little bit. And keep that one ticking along. Excellent. So we've still got to finish doing this so that we've got our yellow science back up and running. I've completely picked up the yellow science now. So yellow science actually requires, from here, 2 processing units, 1 flying robot frame, and 3 low-density structures. So we want 10, 20, and 30 on each of the chests so that we can make them. Once they've filled them all up, then everything will be tickety-boo and wonderful. There's 111 low-density frames in the system at the moment. And not a lot else, because anything that's in a requester chest doesn't count as being in the system. So I could just do ×5 for this. Let's not worry about that for a minute. So I want 5 of these. And where are we going to put them? I think we will put them over here. This is going to be closest to most of the materials that we will be using. So we will go like this. Now, there is a blueprint that I use a lot of. It's one very, very simple blueprint. And all you do is you take a factory, you drop it down. I haven't actually got the blueprint at the moment, but I put a requester chest at the bottom, and I put a passive provider chest at the top, and then I put a fast inserter bottom and top like that. Then I go in here, and that's going to be making utility science, so I will shift-click onto there. That's actually just calling for the basic materials in there in order to make it. So what I think I'll do is I'm just going to double that to... No, I will do ×3. We'll times that by 3, so we'll request 3 robot frames, and we'll request 9 of those. So it's not a great deal. I don't have a lot of those being made. But it's enough. It'll keep it going. And I want to make 5 of these. I don't want to do it like that. There. I've got 5 of them. That's what we had previously. I will take some inserters like this. There we go. And I'll put them down that side as well, like that. And then I will take the passive provider chests. We'll put those along the top like that. And I will put these along the bottom like that. There. So that is all done. And then I will shift-click that one, and I will copy them out onto those 5 chests down there. So you can see we're now requesting the same for all of those chests. And I'll shift-click that one, and I'll copy it out onto those. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and I'm going to set this one on the logistic network, and we're going to say that we want no more than 400 of these. I will set it to 400. It will build us up a bit of a buffer. On 400. There we go. Right, set. So, let's set it equal to 400 yellows. So, I will then shift-click and copy that out onto those. So, I've now got 400, a limit of 400 yellow science packs being produced. It's not going to happen overnight, though. It's not going to happen instantly. And you will see what it's going to do is it's going to put those in there, but we've already got the robots taking those, and they're going to run them. Let's just go into the map feature a minute, and we look down here. We're requesting 200 down here. So what it'll actually do is it'll make a total of 600 of them. We'll have those in there. The blue science over here, I've got 400 in here. And that's completely full. So that's only allowing 400 blue science. And I've got a limit of 500 up here for... Let me just come out of there. I'm limited... Oh, no, I got 400 on those as well. So I'm limited to 400 of the yellow science packs, and we're limited to 400 of the blue science packs. And we got a request for 200 of each over on that chest over there. So we've now got this system fully automated. Okay, the yellow science packs are now fully automated. We don't need any belts. These here are also automated without using any belts on them. Although I'm still questioning the wisdom of that. Where logistics is sort of hovering around whether we've got this right or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over this way. Eventually, what the logistics will do is they will even out a bit better. It will make things run a little bit more smoothly. I've got 30 in there. I've got exactly 50 on a stack. So I'll take that, and I'll go back over here, and I will make 50 of those. There. We get another 50 of them. That's going to put our logistic robot network up to 400 logistic robots, which I think is pretty good. So I'm just going to sit and let those make a second. So let them work for a little bit, and they still haven't sort of gotten on top of it. So we do need more robots, I think. So we'll take our 50 brand new robots. Where are you? 50. Oh, there we go. Right. And put them in as well. So there we go. We've got another 50. We've got 400 robots in here. They're still rushing off and collecting them all. Let's have a look at the chests and see how we're doing. So we've got, like, there's 200 copper plates requested. They are slowly getting on top of it. They're slowly getting there. It's taking a bit, but they do actually seem to be getting on top of it a bit. I'm wondering, what is the carrying capacity of our robots at the moment? That might be that worker robot speed. Now that would make a huge difference. There's 7, but that is yellow science packs, which is a big thing. But the worker robot cargo size, right there. I think that right there, worker robot capacity +1. That makes such a big difference. It really does, and we haven't actually researched that. I know we're doing the solar energy at the moment so that we can speed things up a bit. You know, I'm thinking I'm going to go with that one. The solar energy, we'll come back to that one, and it will carry on with it. It'll be fine. It's not going to cause us any issues. But the robots being able to carry 2 items instead of just carrying 1, trust me on this, it makes a massive difference. It really does. You've instantly doubled their capacity, and that is a phenomenal amount. Now, we're using a lot of copper at the moment. Yeah, we're stripping out a massive amount of our copper down here. And, yeah, we've sort of caught up with the amount of copper that we did have there before, which is a good thing. So it's bringing it up here. This has slowed down by a considerable margin. We've got these busy making over here. I got 21 in there. I got 18 in there. I got 93 in the network altogether. If I use my map a minute and I zoom... here we go. I go to this one and I mouse over that. I've got 200 blue and 200 yellow in that chest right there. So the 200 blue, after a bit, they will start to take some out of there, and then all that will happen is that the robots will come over here to this one, and they will scoop up some of the 400 that we've got in there, and they will run them over, and they will put them back into the network. So I've just had some earmarked for collection, because we've got 10 that have just been used up in the thingy over here. But I've got all 200 yellow packs in there, and then up here we've got more yellow packs being made. So they're slowly going through at the moment, and they're using up our low density. We don't have very much in the way of the low density structures. Alright, so that's kind of the big thing at the moment, is they're using up all of these low density structures. Eventually they will use them all up, and then we'll get our backlog build back onto those, and then we won't have any issue. These up here, right, we've got 206, and we got a 250 limit on that one. So those are going to take a little bit longer, and then they will also eventually all go back up through. And it's sort of building the backlog on the yellow science packs. As soon as that backlog is built, as soon as it is done, that'll be it. I mean, we're down to 9 flying robot frames at the moment. So, like, it's going to take once it's done, once we've built that backlog, then we don't need to worry about it. And then this will fill up as well, and that's going to then free up a load of robots and free up a load of other resources as well. But it's building up these buffers, and sometimes that can take a minute. Maybe we've miscalculated. Maybe I shouldn't have put quite so many some of the different items in here. I don't think I've overdone it on here. I mean, maybe having times 10 on here was a bit too much. Maybe I should have... You know what? I'm going to have this, because we are wanting these resources elsewhere as well. And, like, especially the steel, that's really valuable. So we'll do 5. I'll go... Actually, I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to delete. I'm going to go 150 plastic. So I've got 5 on here. On that one right there. It's on... Yeah, it's on that chest there. So if I right-click that one, and I copy that into here, like this... There, and there. I've now halved the requested amount on each of those, and that should, I'm hoping, maybe slow things down a little bit. It probably won't, because they're still consuming things at the same rate. It's not really going to change that, but it will mean it will have a bit more left over afterwards when we come to storing it. Right. Never mind all of that. We'll leave that to carry on. The worker robot cargo size, once that one's researched, that's going to help us quite a bit. There are other things that we want to help along as well, but right now I'm thinking I want to change this around a little bit. I don't have enough steel being made. I've got that all being done there. I could do with maybe having some more of this produced, because I'm using all of the iron. I am actually throwing through all of the iron as rapidly as I can, but I've now got a shortage of steel. I don't have the steel coming out. So another research I'm going to need to do pretty quickly is that one, which is another 1250. You know, like everything, it does sort of, yeah, it takes time. It takes energy. It's difficult, to say the least. So how are we going to do this? You are used up. You are also used up. I've got some ores down here, which we'll extract those ores later on. So if I've got some ore there, I've got more ores over here. I think what we'll do is we'll do it like this. We will remove you, take you out of there, and I'll remove you for a start. I'll keep that like that. And now I'm looking over this way. How are we doing with iron production? Is everything... Ah! Right. Iron production over here Right, we've got spare iron production on there. We're not actually using up all of the iron at the moment. It's sort of, it's stopping and starting. It's not being taken away completely 100% all the time. But the iron is going around the rest of the map completely 100% of the time. It is going through. We got no issues with that. So what I could really do with is to just speed things up over here. So if I remove you a minute, and I've got right now, I got one steel furnace right there, and I have got 22 of these. Those I'll use. I can use elsewhere. I'm not going to. I'm gonna pop out a couple of them there. There's 3 more furnaces. Now that's coming out there. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Remove that. Take that off down there. Okay. I will go. No, I won't. I'm going to put a splitter on that one like that. And then this one here is going to go that way. It's going to go over here. Come down like that. And it's going to come around there like that. And yeah, I don't want that coal going up through there. That's going to end up being a nuisance. So I'll just pick that up a minute. There. Then I want to put that over there like that. And I want to drop that one down. And I want to do that out that way. And then I want to bring that down here. And I want the iron to be going that way. So take you. You will go there, and you will join out onto that one. And then you will go down like that into there. So we've got the iron going in through this way. And then all I need to do is put those out there. And I can put some of these in here like this. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, like that. So there's 3 more furnaces making. I know those 2 are quite slow, but they'll be fine. I've got complete faith in their abilities. Let's drop you in like that. And I've now got some more steel being made. So there's a couple more furnaces making me some more steel. I've got iron coming in here, but I don't think I've got enough iron coming in through. So we're going to want more iron. And that's the other bit that I was thinking about, is how could I change that around and get a little bit more iron coming in? Well, if I remove those, I could take the iron from here and I could run that down this way instead. I could just drop it into that one, remove all of that bit up there, and then that could just go out there and join into that one. That's my plan at the moment. It's my master plan. So if I take that one off, that one, and you, remove all of that. Yeah, like that. And then that one will go there. So I want to keep that coal moving at the moment. And we come down here. So I want to remove those. Like that. And pick up all of this section. There, because I've got more iron ore that I can extract off of this now. And I'll go up there and I'll remove all of that. There we go. Plus these furnaces. And this then gives me more steel furnaces that I can use if I want to. I'll figure out a way to use them. I'll put that belt up there so that I can put that one going in the right direction. It bugs me that that one's going that way. It really does. I don't know why, it just does. Don't question it, just accept it. And alright, ignore that bit for a minute. I want to bring this one out here. I'm going to need a splitter off of there. Like that. So we can split that sideways, and then I can take you off there. And you can go all the way over to that side over there, so that you're splitting in through there. I will just upgrade that belt Oops. And I'll upgrade that belt into there. And from here, go out that way. I can run that down like that. Which way are we? Where's my... There's my belt. That's got to come out to there. Alright, I'll do it this way. I'll go like that. I'll bring you down here somewhere. Not quite that far. And then that one's got to come across there. So I want to take one of yous. Let's go that way. It goes all the way out to there. I'll do it like that. And that one will go over there. Right, get rid of you. Put you in here like this and put that one in. Right, so I've now got the iron. We'll run all the way through there. I will remove the belt there. Remove that belt up to there. And then upgrade those through to there. And I will also upgrade these so that I can keep that iron running through as quickly as possible. So I've got quite a lot of iron running in here now. This is a good thing. And then if we go back this way, here comes all the iron. Right, we've got lots of iron running through. It's still not running through here quite fast enough, I don't think. Or is it? Not really. Well, actually, I think it does. Once it sort of starts to accumulate a bit, I believe it does actually allow all of these furnaces to be running. I think that's how we had it. It did let all the furnaces run. I might move this, if I can move that one over by one. We might be able to do it there. Right, well, let's try doing that then. So I want to put you there like that, and that one there. Remove that one. And then this one here is going that way. That one's going up there. That's all going on that side. Or that side. No, it's better if it goes that way, because then this one puts it onto that side of the belt. So we've got just a tiny little bit. We've got one more furnace running, and there we go. We've now got every furnace lit. It might not stay lit all the time, but they're lit enough for me. That's fine. And these up over this side, they're running. Just pumping through iron up there. Yeah, it does split out a little bit, and it takes a little bit to get through, but it does get through everything, which means that we've then got more iron running down this way. It's running through all of this, and it's running through those furnaces there. Do I need anything else coming through? So now I've got a little bit of ore here that's not doing anything, but that's actually going to be really easy. I was thinking I would join it onto this over here. I don't need to do that at all. There is no need for it whatsoever. I can just bring this up this way. Get rid of that one. And go up like that so that I'm changing the direction around for those. That one will go that way. And then that will go over that way like that. So that's all going to run through. And it's going to follow up through there, and it will go right the way in, all the way through the main lot. Right through the main line. And that will bring those out first. What it does, when you're extracting all of the ore, it normally, if you have it running to a central point out of an ore field, it will extract everything around the edges first, and it just brings it all in towards the center. And it works, it's really cool the way that it does it, because, like, all of these in the middle, they're backed up, they're not doing anything. So the outlying ones, they're the ones that get used up first. So it shrinks the ore patch, and I do actually think it's quite cool the way that the ore patch slowly shrinks down as it's being used up. Now, iron. That's all backed up there, and it's coming up this way. It's being used on here, don't get me wrong, it is all being used in here, but it's backing up there, backing right up, and it's backing up here as well. But the question is it backing up on there? I don't think it is. I think we're using as much iron as is coming out at the moment. I don't think we've got any surplus iron whatsoever right now. As soon as we do get some surplus iron, we're actually going to start getting a little bit of surplus iron soon, I think. The amount that's running along there. Or are we? Green science pack's going out. That's running up to there, and it stops. No, we won't, because that goes on up there to those green ones. So we're not going to be getting any surplus at the moment. It's going to be a while before we get any surplus there. How are our robots doing? We've now got 200 robots sitting around not doing anything. They are actually just on standby now. We've got these 200 robots. So we've sort of caught up here. What we don't have is spare steel anywhere in our network. Right? I've got filters on there. I've got the... How many? We got 75 flying robot frames available in the network. But I don't have anything... it's these right here. And it's because of a shortage of steel. We have a shortage of steel. So we still need to work on this. I need to figure out the best way to approach with the worker robot cargo size. That needs to be expanded. This is backing up a little bit. It's taking its sweet time. But it does appear to be backing up a tiny bit. And then I've got some steel going in there. I've got those going up through, but they're also being used fairly rapidly. So it's not really saying a great deal. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I need more steel. In order to get more steel, I need more iron being produced. It kind of... I've got that ready. I don't really need to change very much on there. Our next upgrade, I want to finish doing the solar panels, is going to be useful. And I want to get the advanced material processing going as well. That's another one that is going to make an insane difference to this. But... we're going to need to change the way we have all of our network laid out here. All of these belts and everything. We're definitely going to need these belts being set up differently to how they are right now. Or it's just not going to work properly anyway. Copper needs a bit of rebalancing. And it's very easily rebalanced, actually. If we look over here. We've got all of this stuff on here. All I need to do to rebalance this one is... like those there. They're not doing anything. Some of these are. They're not doing a great deal. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. And put a few more of these going the other direction. That's going to send that copper up to the top. Right, it's going to bring it out this way. It's actually going to stop some of those from firing, I should think. I'll send the copper up there. Send it up that way. So I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking maybe we should try and balance this belt out a little bit better so that I can get some more of these working on it, because all of those, they're now sat not doing anything. It needs to be balanced. If I can't balance this properly, it's not going to work. So I'm going to want to balance it there, but I'm also going to want to balance it here pretty quickly. So we'll do that. We'll balance it right from that point there. I'll do this old malarkey here. So if I bring that one in like that, you tuck that one around, then that one goes that way, and then this one here goes up and into there like that. So that tucks it all in through, balances it, and then both belts run out of that perfectly even. It puts everything all in together. So that should allow this lot to run just a little bit faster, which will keep all of these furnaces firing on all cylinders. At least that's what I'm hoping. I'm still getting gaps in this, because they're just not coming through that bit quite fast enough, because of this bit up here. Which is quite remarkable. No, I think they are using up. They're slowly getting through there. It's because I've got a bit of a backlog in some of these. That's the only reason, I think. I think it's going to go through. Anyway, I got a little bit more copper going in that direction. And I've got... well, the iron is starting to fill up a bit. And that's going in. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day. And 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. So we've run out of time. So if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time... thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.